Hey everyone, welcome. Let's dive into the world of solutions. I'm sure you've heard the word before, but what really is a solution in chemistry? We're going to break it down in a super easy way, just like I would if we were sitting together in class. This is a really important chapter for your NEET exam, so pay close attention. Okay, so first, what is a solution? Think of it as a special mixture where one substance dissolves completely into another. We're talking about things disappearing at the molecular level. This is important because understanding how these mixtures behave is key to so many chemical reactions. Now, let's talk about concentration. Concentration is simply how much of a substance, we call that the solute, is dissolved in another substance, which we call the solvent. And we have lots of ways to measure concentration, like molarity and molality. Molarity is the number of moles of solute per liter of solution. Molality, on the other hand, is the number of moles of solute per kilogram of solvent. Make sure you know the difference. So, let's get into molarity. Molarity is written as moles of solute divided by liters of solution. It tells us how many solute particles are floating around in a liter of solution. Now, colligative properties are super important. These are properties of solutions that depend only on the number of solute particles, not on what those particles actually are. Think freezing point depression, boiling point elevation, osmotic pressure. These all depend on the concentration of solute. The more solute, the bigger the effect. Now, let's get to Raoult's law. Raoult's law states that the vapor pressure of a solution is directly proportional to the mole fraction of the solvent in the solution. This means that adding more solute lowers the vapor pressure. Be sure to remember that. Okay, let's talk about Henry's law. Henry's law tells us how much gas will dissolve in a liquid. It says that the solubility of a gas in a liquid is directly proportional to the pressure of the gas above the liquid. So, higher pressure, more gas dissolves. Here is a trick to remember, like dissolves like. Polar solvents dissolve polar solutes, and non-polar solvents dissolve non-polar solutes. Remember this. Now, let's do a quick example. Imagine we have a solution with 2 moles of solute dissolved in 5 liters of water. What is the molarity? We divide 2 moles by 5 liters, and we get 0.4 m easy peasy. Solutions are all around us. Think about the sugar dissolved in your tea, or the salt in the ocean. Understanding solutions helps us understand all sorts of real-world phenomena. Before we wrap up, here are some quick tips for your exam. First, always pay attention to units. Second, understand the difference between molarity and molality. Finally, practice, practice, practice. Let's recap. Solutions are mixtures where one substance dissolves in another. Concentration tells us how much solute is present. And colligative properties depend only on the number of solute particles. All of this, AI notes, doubt solving, practice tests for solutions, is free on Synapse. Study smarter, not harder. So that's it for today's lesson on solutions. Please subscribe to our channel for more free lessons. Visit synapse.omups.in and start learning today.